there we go. Now Jeffrey's on it for the show. What are you doing, Jeffrey?
I'm throwing crap out of my car.
Good.
Here's what we're doing, folks. We talked about how this car needed a different fuel cell because the Demolition Derby car needs the big one, the one that can take the hits. This car obviously won't be taking as big of hits as that car will, supposedly.
Based off of the results on how that orange pick apart low budget TV derby car is gonna run, chances are it won't be returning after Now to Destruction.
Why are you saying that?
Because I know the driver is very good.
Thank you.
At being very bad.
Alright, let's be stupid. Do you see the problem?
Making an impact?
This is the one that loosens itself. Don't use crappy equipment, it's not safe. This has been a PSA for people who use crappy equipment.
Get her dead?
What are we doing?
We are cutting some metal.
Oh, now you've done it. Now you see what you've done?
And then you touch the edge.
With your tongue.
Yeah.
Precision is key. This is going to be Shayla's vertical supports for her front ends. Those are the ones that come up from the frame, and then they're going to connect everything. We figured maximize the material we have. We cut off the big piece. That's for her T-bone bar and her skid plate bar. Safety first.
All right, this is gonna be Jeffrey cutting the bar for the front end of his car.
Most important piece right here. Don't forget what happened last time I didn't have this.
Jeffrey, show him right now what happened last time.
This.
I don't know what I'm more impressed about. This thing not cutting, or how the blade's still holding on.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Randy Parchment!
Yeah!
Inside the LA Racing garage. If you want to check it out, where can they get information?
LARacing.com.
There's what a Lincoln Continental looks when it's hanging out of a race car garage. Looks good, doesn't it?
It does look pretty good. I like it.
Andrew Porter here.
I like the yellow.
He's gonna help us weld. I got one question. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna catch the welding gates. Go, Andrew. Go. Yeah! Woo! All done.
Jesus.
Housekeeping.
This is what we got now on the front end. So again, Andrew Porter helping us out with that. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna mount the radiator in here because obviously you don't want that moving around. You have the fan right behind it, and if that fan gets into it, we've already seen multiple fans dig into radiators, and that takes out usually both the fan and the radiator. I like it.
It's pretty strong, like.
You're not supposed to stop in a marathon. What this is for your radiator be held in place just a little bit.
That's the most beautiful thing I've seen ever in my life. Of course, recommend whenever you're welding, use a suit. We're pretty much showing you all the things to not do. This is the moment of truth. If this car starts up right now, it is chain away from being ready for Night of Destruction. Tommy, why don't you show them why?
We replaced the fuel cell that you saw us working on earlier with a boat tank because we're putting the metal tank in his Demolition Derby car. So let's try to get this thing fired up.
And so is it. Folks, the Lincoln, it sprung a leak at the very end, but Tommy said that's nothing new.
Yeah, that's where I've seen it steaming from before. It might have been more than usual. I have no idea.
It probably, actually, you know, it probably is more than usual because now all the other places are plugged up.
That's true.
So that was its only exit. You see this car up in the air? That's because we're working on it. What are we gonna do right now?
We're gonna put this fuel cell back into this car and then hook it all up and then try to rewire the car. If all goes well, somehow, some way, we'll see if we can get it fired up.
But have we ever gone into detail about starting fluid or brake clean or why that works with cars?
I have no idea why brake clean works. Somehow, some way, it gets a car started. Starting fluid, however, is like an ether. The car responds to it. It's really flammable, and in a way, it's like gasoline. The car reacts to it as if it's gas, but clearly it's a substitute for the time being. And you spray it into your car's throttle body or carburetor. It reacts instantly and gets the car to start. Sometimes you'll use the whole can up and realize that the distributor cap's not even on the car. And there's an eclipse. So I have no idea why brake clean works, but starting fluid is exactly what it sounds like. It's spray that you put into your motor to help get it to wake up again.
So we're gonna put the gassing in this, wired up, and we'll be back to see if it starts.
Oh boy!
It is now closing in on 2 in the morning.
I think so.
If it's not already. We are right now at the point where I'm about to connect batteries and try to start this car up.
We have a fuel cell in it. There is a fuel cell. So it's in it. There's gonna be an empty fuel line until we can try to get it cranked over and started. And then that's a moment of truth, whether or not we run this car or crush it. A fuel leak right there. His sneeze. I gotta see smoke coming from something. The thing is leaking so much right now.
Fuel?
Fuel dripping from the top. There's something coming from the bottom. What is this? Who do you belong to? That's fuel. You got top and bottom fuel leak.
It wouldn't be a Gran Torino if I didn't.
Oh boy.
It's alive! It's running by itself right now.
I don't think it's on all 8 cylinders. Or definitely the wires aren't properly put together because it's not idling like a champ. The gasket didn't work.
Oh, is there oil going everywhere now?
Not everywhere, just leaking out. There's fuel leak again.
This car.
Transmission line's spewing.
This car.
It's smoking from the other side of the
You know
motor.
what, Tommy?
Huh.
I say we just run it like this.
There's
has
first
issues.
diagnosis, yeah.
This car has issues. We're not surprised. Just silicone the whole damn thing.
Yeah. The fuel leak.
With the camera?
There is it dripping.
This car is really the variable, the funny variable, because we're kind of like on the edge with this. We only are now really putting time into this car, which tells you where we kind of sit with it.
So what we're doing is Jeffrey's going to attempt to restart the car, and he's literally going to put the car in gear, and hopefully we'll spin nicely. If it grinds, clunks, sounds horrible, like, oh boy.
We're trying to see if this thing has a potential transmission issue, because that's one thing we haven't checked.
Yep.
If the transmission's out of this car, there's not a lot we can do.
Which there wasn't ever an issue before. So that'd be a surprise. I think that just confirmed that the spark plugs are crossed over or something.
I'm smoking again. Actually, now it's smoking big. Am I on fire?
It's coming from the intake though.
Are you ready?
Maybe. go. It goes in gear.
It's running.
And now you're in forward gear.
Huh?
Now you're in forward gear. You were.